While many in the United States are familiar with the progression a student athlete makes from high school level to the college level, not many understand that step to the next level, pro level, which for me and many of my Santa Clara teammates happen to be to another country. From a student athlete's point of view, the ideal path towards becoming a pro athlete is for an agent to contact you after your last collegiate game in hopes that he can represent you and land you your first pro contract. For me, this was a bit different than normal, despite an amazing career as a member of the best scout team in the nation. Gold Squad represent! While my career stats probably won't get my jersey retired in the rafters, one can imagine that it might if they use stats from our practices. Thankfully, through all sorts of connections, I made contact with an agent in the Dutch Basketball League in Holland a few months after my last collegiate game. Why the gorgeous country of Holland? Thanks to my mom, I'm half Dutch and of Dutch citizenship, so I don't count against the pro team's import quota. For those that don't know, an import player, much like an expat, is simply someone who is not a citizen of the country where they are playing in. Each league has rules on how many imports each team can sign. After months of deliberation, I finally got word that a new team was entering the first division in the Dutch league and was interested in having me over for a tryout. So, in the middle of my backpacking trip with my sister and a friend, I got a phone call from my agent about a tryout for a new team in Holland. Basketball shoes in hand, I jumped on a plane in Salzburg and headed to Holland for 24 hours for the tryout. I thought the tryout went smoothly, despite not having touched a basketball for 3 weeks. After the tryout, my head was spinning on overdrive, as I had no idea what the coaches thought and when or if they would ask me back for another tryout. What I didn't expect was that 2 days later I would be sitting back in my hostel in Salzburg receiving an email with the subject line, "Contract offer, Den Helder Kings." After months of arduous email exchanges, I finally landed my dream job and would get an opportunity to play again. Fast forward 3 seasons with many great teammates, coaches, experiences, aches and pains, heaps of three-pointers, and the one dunk of my professional career. It's time to move on. I am very grateful for these 3 extra years of basketball that I had in Holland. I will leave Europe with great experiences and stories, a profound appreciation for other cultures and people, and respect for how difficult it can be for a foreigner living abroad for 9 months out of the year, without your closest family and friends with you. For all the ups and downs that come with sports, it was a long period of personal growth for me, and of course, a great way to end my basketball career.